stream. Yeah, it's been forever since I've it feels like it's been forever since I streamed. It hasn't been that long, but live. Yep. Yep, we are live. Wow, hard to believe, huh? All right. Yeah, it's kind of shocking. Yeah, I've been playing this for about an hour now, and it's bizarre. Uh, this DLC is better than the base game. It's really shocking. Like all the crazy new mechanics they added in here that like really makes the game improved. It's just crazy to me that they did this. Yeah, the characters are more likable. It's bizarre. Yeah, Mithra's more likable here than she is in the base game. Oh, his or her equipment. All right. Can't believe I'm already at level 12. I've been grinding since I started playing. I don't even have a full party yet. Yeah, like I was thinking when I was playing this, when I started playing this, like it feels like Xenoblade's core problem is that it tries to do way too much without really fine tuning all of its unique aspects, right? Because this DLC seems to like do more with the blade concept than the base game does, right? Like I think limiting the blades you can get and like locking them to certain characters would have done a lot to make like the core combat of the original game better. Like you never see the other blades in cutscenes, right? It's always like the core cast. So it's like why have the gotcha mechanic? Like it just feels like it just limits the entire thing. Like I would rather the blades do more in combat than just have like the option to switch between them. Like it doesn't feel like it really serves much of a purpose. But yeah, I think this game's decision to like get rid of the gotcha mechanic was a huge improvement. I Yes, this is the Tornado DLC. Yeah, yeah, I've never played this before, so I've been kind of shocked at just how different it is. Like everything I've seen has been like a blatant improvement. Um, yeah, I'm curious if like I haven't heard a whole lot about the three DLC, so I'm really curious what that's like. I'll have to when I finish three, I'll have to download it. It's interesting that there's still a lot of Switch games I haven't played yet. You know, like I've never gotten like the good ending in Triangle Strategy or Triangle Strategy takes like several playthroughs to get through. Oh, come on. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. There you go. So I think they added like the way it looks is that they added the social link from the original Xenoblade Chronicles into this, which is interesting because that's one of those things that like I think was missing from the base game. Uh, in general, I feel like the secondary writers on these games are way, way, way better than like the main ones. Like that's what I've noticed, like playing the original Xenoblade Chronicles. Like whenever people talk about the shit that really like appeals to them, it's always like heart to heart conversations that were done by like the secondary writers. Right? The primary writers are garbage, but there are good people on like the secondary quest lines. So I think it's very possible that like in the future we could get like a really, really good game from the studio. And I don't know. Like this might be one of my favorites in the series now. We'll see how it develops, but I don't know. I really like a lot of things about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I love the visual style. This game is really pretty, and like in the DLC, I really started enjoying the combat. That's something that like I've really noticed is that like the combat is better in the DLC than it is in the base game. It's like not even really comparable. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing what they come up with next because I think they've said that like Xenoblade is over now, so we might get a new gameplay style, and I really think that's gonna do wonders for making the studio more popular. Like the rumor now is that they're doing an action RPG. I would love that. Imagine them like mogging the imagine them mogging FromSoft. That'd be amazing. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Like I'm definitely starting to see the appeal of the game now. Let's see. Wait. All the characters can do different things. Wow. I really like that. Wow. Jin. Wait, I thought Mithra couldn't cook. I thought Pyra was the one that cooked. Yeah, I definitely need to get into Saga for sure. It's on the list. There are characters traveling with you that aren't part of the party, which I find interesting. Okay. I think doing it that way has really given the game a lot more credibility because I think it demonstrates that the narrative that people have had since the 2000s that like Mario Land was like a mid game that nobody remembers fondly. Like that is observably not true now that like we've seen the game go through a hype cycle. Like Super Mario Land is one of those games that really is going to benefit from the online service because there are problems with Super Mario Land. You can talk about the visuals and the length and stuff like that, but like it is an objectively good game, especially for its time. So yeah, I think Nintendo people are really underestimating like Nintendo Switch Online. I've been saying this for a long time, but this is a really good example of that. I think Nintendo tricked you into hyping up Super Mario Land, and as a result of that, the game has a lot more credibility than it used to. That's unbelievable. Like I consider X to be like the ideal Xenoblade game for me because X like has a big open world that you just run around in doing side quests. Like that's what I think Xenoblade should be, right? Like the idea that like the mainline games of like going through a JRPG plot, like those don't suit like the strengths of the IP at all, in my opinion. So like I think this might be a little bit more in that vein. Like it does have a JRPG plot, but I don't think hmm, they need to move away from it going forward, I think. Like it should be non-linear. You should be doing a bunch of things, meeting a lot of different characters. Like X is amazing if you've never finished it. Like seeing how like the world develops as you play through it, it's really impressive. Like everything they came up with. Um. Oh wow! So everybody in the community tab. Okay. So you talk to someone for the first time, and he or she ends up in this. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I'm genuinely enjoying the game so far. I'm really surprised because I do not like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but like this game really seems to have fixed a lot of my problems with it, which is like really shocking to think about. But I've never known a DLC to do that. It'll be re-released at some point. I could see them I could see them re-releasing it at like around the time they announce the new IP. Like when Xenoblade fans start complaining, like, "Oh, where's our support?" Like, yeah, but that won't work because of how the game relies on its online features. Like you need to it has like a big focus on online play, so they're not supporters yet. Okay. Does Mithra have different abilities in the DLC? I guess this is before she split with Pyra. So are her powers more better in the DLC? Is she stronger now? Yeah, but you won't have as wide of a pool of people to connect with, so it won't be the same at all. Let's see. Real fans played through the game when it came out. Okay. WP. Shoppa. Kina. Uh. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the whole pouch thing makes no sense to me, but all right. Huh. We have blades too, yeah. Let's see. So you have Vanguard arts and then you have the rear arts. So you have like all this crazy shit. Okay. Yeah, looks like we need to level up a little bit more. Okay. Okay. Sword of the Fox? That's what they call it? That's hilarious. Okay, Blade's growth. Oh, look at that. She unlocked more. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I don't even think I don't even think that was proved in 3. I think it was proved in this game. Because I remember people being like surprised by all the new mechanics in this. I think that's what they should do as well. Yeah, I just got done saying that. Is that they should be focusing on like smaller RPGs. Especially now that like Zelda's out. It's like yeah, at the time Xenoblade was like really cutting edge for like Nintendo consoles, but like I do think they need to focus more on their like actual strengths now instead of like trying to be overly ambitious. I don't know, like 3 I think was meant to be the send off for Xenoblade, so when we see the Xeno games come back, it'll be something completely different. I don't know, man. Like, what was the last non-Xenoblade game they made? Like Project X Zone 2? Like, I love that game, but yeah, it had a lot of problems. But I love the fact that we got something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I would definitely like more stuff like that. I'm a big fan of Project X Zone 2, and it's a brand of autism. What? Who are you? I don't know who you are. Yeah, I've been really surprised with how much I've been enjoying this. Uh, yeah, we're definitely gonna play Super Mario Land tonight. That's actually one of the reasons I knew I had to come on because I wanted to play Super Mario Land. Okay, community. I swear, when we get to Gourmand, like, are we leaving the? I thought the DLC took place on Torna, so I'm kind of surprised that we're going to Gourmand. Like, do we actually go there, or does something happen and we don't actually leave? Under 30 minutes? I don't. It's about 40 minutes long, right? It's not that long, but I don't think I can do it under 30. I'm not a speedrunner. I've only beaten it once. We have break? Yeah, we have break. Okay, break, and then bring in Jin to topple it. There we go. Interesting. $21 minutes? Okay. Yeah, I remember like when I played it last. That might have been a decade ago, yeah. It's been a while. So I'm not confident I can do it in less than half an hour. It's like 4 levels long or something, but I don't know. I remember it being like somewhat hard. No, it's 4 worlds long. Is that right? Not 4 levels. Can you fight in the water in this game? No, you can't. Okay. It's a fucking Lumiosa. Yeah, quests are more straightforward. Yeah, I think that's an improvement. Because that's one of my things about the first two games is that like I really don't like how a lot of the quests basically amount to like collecting random items that you don't know anything about. So you end up like beating most of these quests by accident without even really doing. Like I like going to specific locations and doing specific things. Like I don't think I should be collecting random objects necessarily. Like we had this issue when when we beat the game last time, where like we had to get through a door, we had to like up Pyra's like focus stat or something, and like to do that we had to level up her like we had to give her like favorite dessert or something. It was like okay, but yeah, combat's way better in this game for sure. I'll have to play 3 again to see if like this is better than 3 or not. I think it might be, but I don't think I played enough of 3 to really make that call. I think this might be better than 3, honestly. Bigger Nintendo YouTubers. They're popular because they grift to their audience, right? Like that's the thing that makes me different than someone like Arlo. Like I would never back down on like an opinion I have in order to like appease my fans, right? That's why there are so many people more popular than I am. Like it has nothing to do with like how much research we do or how much effort we put into the videos. Um, well, we got the Barney Stone, so
Nope, no clue. I have a long way to go before I can measure up to her ladyship.
okay, let's go back to the harbor. Yeah, I think we're ready to proceed with the game. Wait, hang on. Yeah, we did find it. A community gained. Yeah, doing side quests actually do things for you. Okay. Okay, got that.
Glad we were able to help out.
I like how this game encourages you to talk to everyone. It's not just flavor text. I mean, that was true in the original Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as well, but let's see. Quests. Yeah, what else we have? Yeah, I think we're gonna proceed with the quest for now. So we actually gonna go to Gomont. Yep, this is Torna. I was thinking after this we might like buy the definitive edition of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and we could like stream the entire thing. It's been a while since I played it, so it might be good to play through it again. I don't know. I don't own it on Switch, so it might be something to try. The best Nintendo DLC? Uh Octopath expansion, I think. I think it's the best single player shooter campaign ever produced. Splatoon 2 DLC, for those who aren't aware. Yeah, Mario Kart 8 DLC also comes to mind, but okay, we actually got to go on. Okay. Yeah, I own a Super Nintendo. Was that the captain? Yeah, it's good. Okay. Yeah, rare sense of justice from an open. Yeah, I had not like played Side Order. I had like such a bad first impression of it. I had not finished it. I was really pissed about like the woke localization. I still am, even though I have like I have managed to demonstrate that it was a localization thing and not not intended by the original developers. So like I don't know. I'm definitely anxious for like the they them shit to collapse. We're on like it definitely feels like there's a lot more pushback to woke shit than there used to be, but I don't know. It was weird to me to how like the how like Nintendo of America felt comfortable doing that with the Splatoon 3. I mean, like the issue I think is that like anybody who knows will just like will just ignore it, right? Like anybody who knows like the reality of the situation will just like overlook it. It seems. Oh yeah, talking to every new character is gonna get this screen to pop up. Ugh. Every single one of your dreams. Okay, what dream did I have last night? I don't even remember what I was dreaming. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember the dream I had last night. It was crazy. So tell me what I dreamed. Chaotic. Chaota. Oh, is she a blade? No nonsense blade. Okay. I love how everybody else who's a driver has like generic blades. Like nobody has good blades. Oh, streams. Okay. Yeah, streams, not dreams. Okay. I made fun of a blind child when.
Aren't we intrepid?
Like that doesn't seem like something I would say.
The suspense.
I mean, I wouldn't make fun of someone for being blind.
Come with me, treasure.
I'd make fun of something else. Uh, I'd say they are, yeah. Um, I mean, three, two came out before like woke culture, just before like woke culture started infiltrating Japan, and three came out after. So like, I think considering like what three is like, yeah, Monolith Soft is 100% based. I've been saying this for like a long time, and it's very frustrating to me to see how like retards, like I mean I'm not gonna say his name because I'm trying to stop because I'm so obsessed, but like yeah, like it's very frustrating how retards will like try and tell you that like Xenoblade was censored with three, when in reality I think it's like one of the best examples of JRPG staying relatively pure. Like just compare it to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like the difference is really startling. Tales of Arise is also pretty based, surprisingly. Well, not based, but it's like it's a traditional JRPG, right? Like it doesn't seem to have any woke aspects to it. Like they don't have fucking Yasuke in it. That's another thing people don't realize is that like Samurai Warriors 5 was woke. I actually went ahead and picked up a history book on the unification of Japan, like because like I wanted to learn more about Nobunaga, and yeah, it's weird looking back on it how like uh Samurai Warriors 5 tried like presenting certain things. Like they aged up like his first wife, No. She was like 14 when he married her. What the fuck? I'm nowhere near. What the fuck is he doing? Wait, what is this bullshit? Okay. And in Samurai Warriors 5, eventually, like, Nobunaga meets Yasuke, makes him a samurai, and then he becomes, like, his right-hand man, which is, of course, retarded if you, like, know anything about Yasuke, but, like, Samurai Warriors 5 got away with it because, like, it always takes, like, historical liberties. That's why you can get, like, so many of these games, like, depicting the same historical events, but, uh, with, like, different perspectives on it. So, like, 5 specifically is, like, trying to depict Nobunaga as, like, a tragic figure who descends into darkness because of, like, his circumstances or whatever. That's not unusual for the franchise, but, like, I find it interesting that they try to shill Yasuke. Because, like, you see people, like, try to shill, like, Yasuke by saying that, like, oh, look at all these Japanese games that have him. Look at Neo. Look at, like, Samurai Warriors 5. But they're neglecting to mention that those are, like, relatively recent releases. Like, I went ahead and looked at, like, the character lineup for Samurai Warriors 4, and Yasuke wasn't even in it. So that's very interesting, I think. A better thing. Well, it wasn't censored, though. That's the thing. The game just had a different tone. And that's something you'll never see like censorship admit, is that like things are allowed to have different tones, right? Like not everything needs to be a fan service thing. And even in this game, I don't think is like particularly fan servicey. But yeah, I agree actually that like I do think like toning down like sexualization is not a bad thing. I'm really tired of people like hyping up mid products because of like sex appeal. Like we just saw this with like Stellar Blade. You didn't see anybody like discuss the actual gameplay at all because of like because it got overshadowed by the censorship debacle. So to me, it's like
In troubled times, we help each other.
yeah, like that's my thing about these censor shitters is that like it really feels like they aren't the audience anymore. They're like in denial about this, but like they keep complaining about censored Fire Emblem and shit like that, but meanwhile the games are selling better than ever. It's like we saw them cry so much about Fate specifically, and if you actually look at like what real fans say about Fates, like the the changes in localization have nothing to do with like the actual problems with it, right? Like whenever I talk about like the problems these games have, like I never focus on like the character designs. Like I focus more on like the actual plot and characters and gameplay mechanics. You never hear these people talk about that. Oops, hang on, we got to switch out Jen. I don't like. I kind of realize that I don't really like emphasize my origin story on why I don't like. Oops. Why I don't like certain groups of people. I don't know. I don't know if I should talk about that. It just. Um, I noticed someone on like Kiwi Farms brought this up. That like I don't tend to like. Um, talk shit about. Whoop shit. Fuck. Yeah, that's basically what it amounts to. Like, you should be able. The issue is that, like, if you're allowed to criticize, like, uh, people of different races or, like, people of different sexual orientations, like, it becomes apparent that, like, they do have, like, really warped worldviews about certain things. So it's like, they have to, like, try to restrict it to try and, like, normalize those behaviors. But the reality is like they those communities do have real problems. And no, it's not just the fact that like people are oppressing them. Let's get that out of the way right now. Like nobody's like going out and like harassing these people. Oops. Like the worst thing I've ever done is like talk shit about them on the internet. So it's like, oh, here we go. Oops. There we go. Got him. That goofy spin they do when you pull off a combo is just so ridiculous. We got him. I could send this into Google. For what? Like, what did I say? That you should be allowed to be critical of other groups of people? No. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, and what's more, people are beginning to realize that. So, like, cancel culture really has, like, diminished over the past several years, right? Like, someone like me, is not really under threat. Ooh, here goes. Because my audience doesn't adhere to those social norms. Like, these days to get canceled, you have to have like everybody in your community like rallying against you, and more that's becoming like a thing that's just not happening. Because like people are beginning to realize just how ridiculous it is. Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I've learned something. Just fine. You really do have a lot of
We got him.
keeping your power in check, don't you, Mister?
Miasma Slayer.
I would rather
Yeah, I think that kind of viewpoint is becoming more and more mainstream because like how much how many issues it causes. I mean, if DSP hasn't gotten canceled for like Sir Isaac Hemlar, like I don't think I'm gonna get canceled for playing video games on stream and talking about my views on things. And honestly, like people threaten to take my channel away. Like I would be completely fine with that. Like I don't need the channel at this point.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Making fun of cancer. I made fun of like Jim, but like that has nothing to do with cancer. Like yeah, so you're taking things out of context, are you? I don't remember the blind child thing. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I don't know. You had to be making that up. I was just thinking today how much I take sick children seriously. Like I would never disrespect them.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, sure you do. I don't know. I've noticed that like people are just straight up making up shit about me now. Like I saw a live stream last night that like claimed that I had gotten second place in a national tennis tournament or some shit. That never happened. Like I'm just like watching this, like not even sure where this came from.
I have to.
Like I was legit like confused when I heard that. I was just like, what? A national tennis like second place at a national tennis tournament? Like really? Like I don't even know where that came from. It's like it's such a weird like claim to make about someone. Like, oh, he used to be in shape, but then he let himself go to focus on intent. Like that just didn't that never happened.
All right, follow my lead. Stay focused, and we can pull this off.
Yeah, cancel culture. Yeah, like the people enabling cancel culture to like protect their own interests, they're like they've been losing their influence since like 2016. It's been like a noticeable decline since then, and uh, like more and more people are starting to realize like what the problem is. Like, look at the whole Yasuke thing. Like, it's crazy, like the sheer amount of people who are like coming out in support of this fake historical figure, and how little it like means in the long term because we're seeing what's happening already. We're seeing that like Ubisoft is on the way out. Like this might be the last major Assassin's Creed game release ever, right? Before the company shuts down. It'll be interesting to see. Like they might legit blame like Ubisoft's closure on racism, honestly, which might be interesting. Oh. She came to Gormott because it was safe, and of course it gets destroyed.
Here too. Gormot's an attractive target, but this. Whoever did this clearly had no compassion or respect for the people they killed.
Well, whether it was Malos or someone else, either way.
Plural. She heard the they them pronouns and immediately assumed. Okay, I immediately started bringing up multiples based Mithra. So you're saying there was more than one?
It's okay. Mother could have run away somewhere safe.
Yeah, remember when like someone like tried to get me canceled because like I had a racist character in a story use the word like Jap as a slur. Like remember that? Like oh clearly he hates Japanese people. You know, the guy who loves Nintendo. Yeah, sure. Whatever, bro. You know nothing about me. Well, no, I don't think so. No, I've been very serious about the Yasuke thing for a long time. Like I've been talking about this for like at least a year. Like, cause I realized that they were trying to push this idea that like Yasuke was a legit samurai. It's like a historical thing. It has nothing to do with Assassin's Creed, which is irrelevant. Like the issue is that they're trying to like pretend that like black people had a place in Japanese history. They're trying to push Yasuke as like a major historical figure when he's not. Uh, So yeah, like I think it's very important to get condemn Yasuke. Like I saw nothing fake about the backlash, other than like the obvious like misdirection. Like people were like calling him a retainer. That gives him too much status. He wasn't a retainer. He wasn't even that. Uh, like I'm seeing people like complain about like white people in Africa when you know white people have traditionally had like way more involvement in African countries and blacks had with Japan. Like it's not it's a false equivalency. Like you're seeing people make stuff like that, make statements like that without like really understanding the issue. Like but yeah, this is a serious historical thing. It's not just video games.
Graves over here.
So I take this very very seriously. That's my official stance on it.
This kind soul must have dug them all.
Like I saw in that like history book I read on Nobunaga, but what I really really liked, like that guy, the historian who wrote it, like tried to show Yasuke as like this amazing person, and that led me to like go down the rabbit hole, like of who he actually was, like before all this popped off. So I actually went into this knowing like a little bit more about Yasuke than most people. So I remember reading that book and legit coming away with the impression that like he might not have existed. That's how like irrelevant he is in the grand scheme of things.
Should we maybe bury him too?
Oh, I probably should be paying attention to the game. Oh, by the way, like I really like Adam as a character. I'm really surprised how much more likable he is than Rex. He's such a Chad. I can see why like Sky Bennett thought that like Mithra was in love with Adam. Um, okay. I don't know. I think that might be poor writing on the developer's part. Like, why? I don't know. Like, I hate the whole like Pyra and Mithra thing. Like the split personalities that like it just doesn't work for me. I think a big reason why this game works better is because like
She kept all this time.
oh poor Laura. Here I am talking shit about like Pyra when like Laura's having an emotional moment. This is why I don't like streaming RPGs because like I feel like I'm kind of missing the context and not paying attention. But no, this is a good scene. Yeah, it's really shocking how much better the characters are in this DLC. And it's doing it like in a much more contained way, too. Is this the village where Rex grew up? No, no, he's in Lothlorien. Yeah, he's not from Gormont.
I'm something of an expert.
I'm something of a scientist myself. Okay. Yeah, but I was really surprised. I'm really surprised how much I'm enjoying this. Excavation,
Don't have to tell me twice.
mining. Okay. Yeah, he streamlines the blade thing too. So you just level up the blade, and then they can just do things. That makes way more sense than what the base game did. With like the gacha mechanics and having to have different blades in your party. It's stupid. Oh no, of course.
Ardanian troops, Imperial Guard. Thieving scum. Don't think you're gonna get away with your dirty.
So Mora Dane are the antagonists of this story?
No, we just. Problem, Captain?
It's Bridget! I was wondering if she was gonna be in it. Yes. Yes. Well, that's really cool that we get to see another version of her. Okay.
Lady Bridget. They're brigands. Same ones who attacked the village, perhaps.
Drivers and blades. Mercenaries?
So that's Bridget.
Captain, I shall deal with these individuals.
What's with the voice syncing? Why is it so quiet compared to the music?
Yes, ma'am. You lot. Stay here and assist the Lady Bridget. Son!
Wow, that's cool. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I thought Bridget was an underutilized character in the base game, so it's cool to see. Yeah, yeah. In the base game, like she establishes that she met Mithra in the past, so that's interesting that they worked it in. I like the idea that like you get to see blades you get in the base game. That'll be cool if we get to fight some more of them, but. So Bridget and like Jin flip like over time. That's pretty cool. I never actually. Okay. Firefire Light. Okay, I don't even know how that works. I've been playing this game for for like 50 hours, and I still have no idea how like the link system works. But okay.
I need to wrap this up before Lord Hugo arrives.
Oh, by the way, I saw that like fat fuck, Video Game Lover 58, come out and like try and say, Nintendo hasn't released anything good this year, which is a complete lie. Like Princess Peach Showtime was awesome. Endless Ocean Luminous was awesome. So fuck you. I definitely have more of an appreciation for Mithra's legs this time around. I like her a lot more than I used to, for sure. She's a lot more likable in the DLC, I think. Like I hate the Tsundere shit she does in like the base game.
That was a pretty cheap trick. Going like that, you'll get a reputation. Cheap, you say? Don't be absurd. It's called tactics. Look it up. But perhaps
Was she wearing that in the first game?
and like yourself would never comprehend. A simpleton? Your attack screamed. Clumsy, heavy, no refinement. I was gonna go easy on you, but now you have pissed me off.
Mister! Stop! We've got children here.
What was that? If that had actually hit me. Oh, didn't like that, did you? I can see it on your face. Well, on that note,
Maybe I was getting careless.
haste. Understood. What? How?
Why didn't she just do that to begin with?
You? What the hell? She's our enemy.
Adam plainly ordered you to stop.
Yes, blades must do what your driver commands. Oh no.
How extraordinary. I'd heard of a blade with the power to restrain others, but I never thought. And did she say Adam? It can't be.
All of you, lay down your arms.
Oh no. Rag's ancestor? Oh, that's really cool. Okay. Yeah, because the blade was passed down in her family. Oh,
No need for this.
that looks exactly like her brother. Oh wow, Neil. Okay. Yeah, they paid a lot of respect to continuity in this game. I haven't seen any retcons or anything. It all seems to fit pretty well with what we were told in the original.
Hello?
So do we get?
It's good to see you again, Prince Adam. Please forgive the actions of my guards. Don't you worry about it. I'm just glad to see you well, Your Imperial Majesty.
Okay.
Imperial Majesty.
May I introduce the Emperor of Moradin, Hugo Ardenau.
Oh come on, he's the emperor too.
Emperor?
I could buy a prince, but he's an emperor. He looks exactly like Nail, and he's all.
Fairly similar.
Not that you'd ever know.
Thanks, I try. I've come from the Aegis. Its actions have been felt in Moradin as well. We're currently chasing it down. The same as us there. But coming here yourself. My brother is ruling in my absence.
Oh, brother.
And so you brought Bridget and Aegea.
I swear, if he had an older sister.
Those two are the crown jewels of the Argonian forces.
And she wasn't wearing that dress in the first game, was she?
Is the duty of he who has the throne.
Wait, what's this with this generic looking blade?
That ought to have been my older brother. But he didn't have the potential to become a driver.
Okay.
Now here you are, bonded with both of them. The Special Inquisitor is under my brother's direct command. Oh. Should I fall in battle, he has his orders to retrieve the core crystals.
That sounds cold.
That's how it goes with Masters of Sting.
Malos never made me never made a major impression on me actually. I was just thinking about that when I beat the game.
And yet, it works out well for me. I've always wanted to put myself on the line for our people.
I guess being based like runs in Marag's family. Holy shit.
I feel the same way. I don't get why anyone
Marag is best girl, by the way.
Yes, that. If Prince Zetar knew, there would be consequences.
Let's pretend you didn't hear me say that.
You two will never see eye to eye. Better to leave well enough alone.
Ruling is, frankly, it's a scary
Putting
job.
imperial babies into Marag.
Becoming someone you don't recognize. Never knowing who's looking back at you in the mirror.
Prince Adam, I'd be happy if you called me Hugo, like old times.
I will if you go. But only if you call me Adam in return.
Why do they spell it with two D's? Like, I just.
Share our findings. But perhaps elsewhere might be better.
How about your Majesty's flagship?
Oh, doesn't Adam have a wife? Yeah, isn't that why we know that, like,
Is
he
something
wasn't in
wrong
love with Mithra?
with
Alright.
Laura?
I'm just not very good in that kind of stuffy environment.
I can't get over how she resembles
Not
Hinoka
wrong there.
from Fate.
That's the worst.
Right? I think I'll sit this particular venture out.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Which chili?
Oh, you don't.
Wait a minute. Is that her?
Yes, this is Mithra, one of the Aegises. Your account would be valuable as well, Laura.
Everything I've seen or heard, Jin will know as well.
Yes, that's true.
Please, would you go instead of me, please?
Of course. I will do as you wish. Thank you kindly. Well then, shall we?
Yeah, they are fake, though. We've established that. So wait. Thinking the PS2 didn't sell 160 million is a bigoted viewpoint? Like, what? Let's see. I was. Power unimaginable.
Not turn them away.
We have Team Hugo. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of cool that we got like a model that looks like Marag's brother. I don't know. He's a little bit too similar though. Like, why does he have to be the emperor too? That doesn't make any sense to me. That seems kind of contrived that like they're both emperors and they look the same. Like that just seems ridiculous to me. Like Marag didn't become emperor because she's a girl.
I'll investigate.
What's the point of that? Like,
Aren't we in trust of an expert?
well, they did it to like try and like hold off Switch sales because they don't want Switch to outsell the PS2.
The suspense is killing me.
I don't know what purpose that would serve though, because like who the fuck cares really? Like the PS2 is like ancient history. Like the PS3 is considered retro now, so not that you'll see anybody admit it.
Becoming addicted.
Yeah, I think we'll stop at the campfire and yeah, I haven't been using Haze.
Aren't we intrepid?
Let's switch her in. Oh. Yeah, I love how Haze like totally fucking dies in the base game and you don't really like feel anything from it. Like she just kind of comes out of nowhere. She's supposed to be like some ultra special blade, but like I still have no idea what makes her so significant. Like she just kind of appears and then disappears like randomly. Like she sucks. So like seeing her in the DLC is just weird. Like I was not like I remember thinking like her appearance was like in the first place was contrived. It was like the moment that I gave up on the story of the base game. So um
Ready to put another win under our belts?
Believe me, they won't know what hit them.
oh.
I like the way this is going.
Like I don't know, I don't like the fact that people can have multiple blades. Like to me that like ruins the entire concept. It's like the whole Digimon thing. Like yeah, you should only have one Digimon.
As long as you're with Adam, there is
This
nothing
is
to fear.
becoming addictive.
Like turning into Digimon was retarded. Oh, the enemies are higher level here. Yeah, where are we supposed to go?
Spoiling for a fight. Happy to oblige.
Ah, fuck, we got jumped. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Ah, shit. Escape! Oh, shit.
We must consider our options.
Defending myself from what?
We're not done yet.
Ugh. Ugh. We've been playing this for an hour? Wow. I mean, it seems to be pretty popular. I've been really surprised at how like how popular Shinnin's game has been. Um, yeah, so I'll probably come back and do it like at some point in the future. I might do 3 as well. We'll see. I mean, I've already been spoiled on the ending. So. Well, not the actual plot. I know about the harem thing.
Aren't we intrepid?
Oh, I haven't played Biomutant yet. Yeah, I bought it, but I haven't played it yet. Yeah, that's another game we need to play tonight.
This is becoming addictive.
But right now, I'm like awaiting the release of Paper Mario. Yeah, I think we're gonna do like Super Mario Land first.
Spoiling for a fight? Happy to oblige. Look out! Think again. Something good. Try this on the doing well. This is the way. Leave it to me.
Oh, Hayes has the ability to. There we go. She has the ability to heal the entire party. Okay. Yeah, being able to switch between blades on the fly. This is way better. Yeah. And then it can all do different stuff. Okay. Ah, shit. Where are these assholes coming from? Switching Hayes. Why would you ever leave with, like... Now, why would you ever lead with the driver? The blades are so much better. Like, Laura kind of sucks. But, oops. The Hayes and Jin are awesome.
The ether bends as I will it.
Okay. All right, did we do it? Okay, we got it. Let's check our stats. It's been a while since we... It takes forever to level up.
This one's second nature to me now. When you've got it, you've got it. When you've got it, you've got it.
Yeah, but we don't have it. Like,
The culmination of years of sovereignty. The culmination of years of sovereignty. I shall aim ever higher. The culmination of years of sovereignty. With this power, the way is clear.
okay. Do we have the rear guard? Yeah, wait, hang on. Oh, no, we don't. Okay.
It takes time and effort to get this. I'm getting sharper. Keener.
Cheater. More intense. Okay. Okay.
This is how I'll protect you all. This is how I'll protect you all.
Yeah, increase ether by 20. Okay. Standing here. The shoulders of Titans?
There is so much experience to gain. Grant me the wisdom to lead ever better. There is so much experience to gain. I am always learning.
Okay. I honestly want to keep playing. I'm kind of surprised how addicted I am to this. This is the most I've ever been into. Yeah, 2 hours and 2.5 hours already. Wow. It's like a 50-hour long DLC, right? Well, maybe that's if you do everything. I can't imagine it's that long in the grand scheme of things. You can already tell that the budget wasn't as big for it. What the hell was that? Oh, I think it's like Spotify again. Yeah. Did I lose? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. But...
We're not done. I know it'll be worth the wait.
Food items take way too many.
It's ready.
This one I'm quite proud of. I've made it with love.
I made it with love. Wait, who? That's Hayes. Yeah.
Time to roll up the old sleeves.
My cooking will make you howl for more. And that's a promise.
Yeah. Sure. Sure, Mithra.
Tastes better than it looks.
It tastes better than it looks. Creative, because so she can't actually cook.
I'm a little nervous, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, so Pyra's a good cook, but Mithra's not.
That comes from the heart.
I will challenge myself today.
Yeah, it does kind of feel that way, doesn't it? Okay, level up.
I fight for my friends.
I fight for my friends. She's legit Ike. Hilarious. Unironically Ike. Okay.
What an incredible feeling.
Okay. Yeah, I think I think I'm ready to play something else. We're leveled. Well, maybe we should play around with the equipment screen some more. We have some pouch items. Maybe next time. Yeah, we'll do Super Mario Land real quick. We'll do a playthrough of that. Okay. We did it. Okay. Where's our Game Boy? There it is. Oh, they added more stuff other than Mario Land, didn't they? Yeah. I don't think it was anything I cared about. No, I did Mario Land 2. Oops. Yep, Super Mario Land. Relive the mayhem of Mario's first Game Boy adventure. Oh, there's a re-release of the 1989 Game Boy game. 1989, wow. And the beautiful kingdom is a Sarasaland. A mysterious alien has appeared and hypnotized the inhabitants while kidnapping Princess Daisy for himself. So yeah, the whole crap about like Daisy never getting kidnapped is not true. Because she was kidnapped in her first appearance. Okay. Oh, fuck. Ba, 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 da, ba. Yeah, this game has a really weird feel to it. Yeah, this is the first Mario game that Miyamoto did not have direct involvement in, and it shows. Like, it feels kind of floaty. This is where the bouncy ball power-up comes from. These aren't fireballs. These are like the bouncy ball things. I think. It's weird that we never went back to Sarasa Land. I don't know. Maybe that's what they should have done with Wonder, since they brought Daisy back. Instead of, like, inventing the Flower Kingdom. I don't know. I mean, I guess they wanted to do something different, but... Do you think Florian is in any way going to be, like, a series mainstay? Like, I somehow don't think so. Like, he doesn't seem like he's as popular as Rosalina was. If you're not a girl, you're not going to get a lot of fans, I think. Yeah, so, like, it's a misconception that a lot of people have that, like, this game is bad. It's really not bad. Like, it's a Game Boy game from the 80s. Like, what'd you expect? It was one of the best-selling Mario games ever for a long time. It was a big deal. Because you just didn't get stuff like this on portably. Yeah, it's weird that, like, 3D Land came out, and, like, we don't really see it as being, like, part of the land duology. Like, 3D Land feels kind of like... I don't like using the term, like, oops. 3D Land feels a lot more like a generic Mario game. Like, this is a bit more... One up. Shit. Yeah, I think you start at the beginning of the world when you run out, right? Yeah, there's 4 worlds total until you save Daisy. According to game theory, like, you bang her on top of the spaceship, apparently, at the end. Which is, like, absurd, but the idea of that's always stuck with me. It's so ridiculous. That was, like, game theory's, like, take on the whole, like, Mario, like, thing is that, like, this game takes place at the end of the timeline. And Mario just ended up with Daisy and not Peach. And that, like, Rosalina is, like, Luigi and Peach's daughter or some shit. It's, like, it's one of those, like, bullshit things. Like, I mean, they're obviously having fun, but... Oh, there we go. That was not ×2, that was +2. Like, yeah, whatever. Oh, that's right. There's only 3 levels a world. Okay, so 4 worlds, 3 levels. Okay. I forgot how much I like this song, by the way. Yeah, an Egyptian-themed level. It's interesting that, like, usually this is, like, a mid-game Mario thing, but, like, this game presents it as if, like, it's an end-game thing. Like, you're in, like, an Egyptian-inspired area. So it's really cool to see, like, such a different environment for Mario to traverse. Like, I would like to see this come back. Like, you don't usually see much more than, like, a pyramid, but here you get, like, hieroglyphics and sphinxes, which is awesome. Are they literally called sphinxes, or are they something else? I don't remember. I don't know. I missed that about, like, old Mario games. It felt like they could do anything they wanted. And now they're kind of... They kind of have to, like, adhere to what came before. It took them forever to get Daisy in a mainline Mario game. Like, yeah, she's been in Mario since, like, 89. And she only became playable in a mainline Mario game in, like, by Wonder 2023? That's crazy to think about. Like, Peach has been playable since Super Mario Bros. 2. So it's like, that's really weird if you think about it. Yeah, Daisy got shafted. Oh, fuck. So it's exactly like the Bowser fight. So the Sphinxes are like the Bowsers of this area? Yeah, oh. Thank you, Mario. Yep, it was just a ruse. At least they don't bother with like the Toad thing. They came up with something a little bit different. So it's just like monsters pretending to be Daisy now. Yeah, I think the music doesn't sound like other Mario game musics too. This reminds me a lot of Link's Awakening, actually. Like, it doesn't really feel like mainline Mario. Yeah, I'm a much bigger fan of Link's Awakening than I am of this. Oh, wow. Da -da 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 -da. Yeah, that's a weird yeah, what's that track called? Like, you hear that in like Looney Tunes sometimes. It's a public domain track. It's classical, I think. It's not unheard of for Mario to do that. Like, I know that that athletic theme in World is from some old like 30s thing. Like, you can hear it in Cuphead too. Like, people thought that like Cuphead had plagiarized Mario World, but that wasn't true at all. Supposedly. But it's interesting to think that like that kind of music will be always and forever be associated with Mario World and not Cuphead. Yeah, they went on to make Wario Land. Yeah, yeah, that's what we're gonna get after this. Is like people forget that the original Wario Land is actually Super Mario Land 3, and then like the team started working on the Wario Land games. So like Nintendo actually could have sold like a lot more units if they kept with like the Mario Land branding, but they allowed the team to like make Wario Land instead, which is unfathomably based. They made some of the best games there. They put out like these relatively uninspired Mario games and like transition into like the way more creative and original Wario Land games. Not that I don't like Mario Land, but like I do think objectively Wario Land is better because like they innovated with that series. Like they did so much with it, and yeah, we just don't get that kind of creativity these days. Oh wait, I mean I say that, but like Mario Wonder was amazing. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious if like Good Feel will ever come together and put out like a Wario Land sequel. They put out a really good one on Shake It, so I think they could like do another one. But yeah, Shake It wasn't like super successful. I hope Princess Peach Showtime gets them like more work with Nintendo because that game killed it. It's really frustrating to me to see how many people are like trying to write that game off when it was really really good. So are these piranha plants or are these supposed to be something else? I mean, we're still seeing Koopa Troopas. That's definitely a Koopa Troopa. I remember when like I first saw this and I was really surprised with how basic the sprites were. Square Enix is in shambles. Yeah, I still haven't made a video about that because I haven't been producing content lately. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a sub-level. So yeah, this is the Mario in a shmup. Yeah, this is definitely something I'd like to see more of. We got some of this in Mario Maker, but yeah, Mario has been in a basic shmup. Yeah, I don't even think we get this in like Mario Land 2, so it's definitely a really interesting thing. Like I actually was introduced to this thing from Super Mario Bros. Z, which introduced like the Sky Pop 2. So yeah, the only reason I know this thing existed as a kid was because of Super Mario Bros. Z, which just goes to show you the amount of work that guy put into like making the world building make sense. Like that was really cool. Like I don't know, I miss like the Mario and Luigi sprites. Like I am so attached to that look, and we're never gonna see them again. It's so disappointing. I mean, I guess we'll always have like Superstar Saga, but it's weird to think that like they never really recaptured the magic of the original Superstar Saga. I think. I love Bowser's Inside Story, but I know Superstar Saga is one of my favorite games ever for a long time. Wait, did I? Huh? Okay. No more wacky games because of the Mario mandate. That's not true. Like Mario Wonder was plenty wacky. I don't know. The Mario mandate thing was always ridiculous. I'm shocked that it lasted as long as it did. Like just the narrative that like Nintendo was stopping creativity in Mario games. That never made any sense. Like look at Mario 3D World. Look at like Odyssey. Look at like the newer Paper Mario games. I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting seeing what happens when Nintendo produces a new Mario RPG, because I think it's coming. I think that's why they put out like the Thousand Year Door when they did, because they did this with like Luigi's Mansion too, right? They put out like the port of Luigi's Mansion 1 when they were like getting ready to premiere Luigi's Mansion 3, right? Like Luigi actually premiered in the 3DS port of the Luigi's Mansion 1. So that's weird to think about. Well, first of all, that Luigi's Mansion has a multiplayer feature now that like barely anybody knows about. But like second of all, that like yeah, that oops. But yeah, like I think like that's gonna be standard for Nintendo going forward, is just doing these kind of re-releases like right before announcing. Yeah, they did it with Dread too, with Samus Returns, right? Like doing a re-release of an old game like a couple of years before they like announce the sequel, so people can get attached to it, can like it, can get to know it, and yeah, it's crazy to me how often people like tried to say that like, remember when like Samus Returns came out and people seriously tried arguing that like the counter mechanic didn't suit Metroid and it had no business being there. Well, guess what? It's a major part of Dread. Fuck you. So it's like it was really interesting seeing like the narrative that Samus Returns. Like remember when like people were writing those crazy articles about like how like Metroid 2 was like a horror game and that like Samus Returns completely missed the point of it. Like I hated that bullshit. That was so obviously like I missed the Is the final level the final level of the game is a Sky Pop stage, isn't it? Ah, shit. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, damn it! Oh, yeah, I think that's become apparent with like the recent uh rash of gaming YouTubers. Like you'll notice this with everyone, and this is true for like the anti-woke community specifically. Like they talk way more about gaming controversies than they do like actually playing games, right? When you look at like when you compare me to them, like you'll see this, that like I'm on stream all the time playing stuff, like in all kinds of different genres on Switch, on PC. I would be playing PS3 more if like I could stream it. Like meanwhile these guys are like doing pulling ridiculous stunts, like, oh, Princess Peach is woke because the box art was changed in the West. Like that was like peak retardation. And it didn't go anywhere, obviously, but like it's one of those things that just makes you resent them, you know? Wait, what the fuck was that? Oh, you had to start from the beginning? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to be a bit more careful. Yeah, when I beat it the first time, I used save states. That was before I stopped using them. Yeah, okay. So it takes some skill to get to Super Mario Land. Okay. I was talking. I was talking about the gaming crash years and years ago. Like I don't know if like anybody remembers that. Like my really old content where I was like predicting the gaming crash. That's crazy to think about that like my predictions held true. But yeah, I actually looked on my channel to try to see if I could dig that old content up, and I think it must have been purged with like the wonderful 101 thing, which was very unfortunate. But well, it is what it is. Fuck. Yeah, the game is legit good. Mm, yeah, I bet you should consistently try to go for the second one. So how far we get last time? 3-1. There's like 4 worlds. Yeah, I wonder if the people who like insisted this game didn't age well are the kind of people who never played it to begin with, because that's the impression I get with a lot of these games that like people just shit on. Like it was definitely true for Star Fox Zero, but I think it's true for like Star Fox Adventures and this and Tokyo Mirage Sessions. There's a lot of examples. Devil's Third. There's a lot of examples of games like that. Like Fire Emblem Engage is one. Like it really feels like the most active like hate base for these games are people who don't play them at all. And like there's a lot of people on Twitter right now trying to tell you that like, oh, now that Mario Land is out, you're gonna see people stop talking about it. But that didn't happen, obviously. It's been out for a couple of days now, and I've only just now gotten around to playing it, and I can tell you that yeah, I'm a big fan of the game. Well, not a fan, but like I like it just fine. Yeah, it started years ago. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. Well, I'm complaining about Yasuke, right? Like I don't know. Like I doubt they really care. Yeah, I mean they don't. I mean, yeah, I totally understand what you're saying by that. Yeah, because they're not like Japanese history enthusiasts either. Like they're posers. Um, like I don't. It's crazy to think. Like I believe I was the one who pointed out that like Yasuke specifically says that he was not made a samurai in Neo. Because like if you looked on Twitter, you saw that like the SJWs were like using Neo as an example of like a Japanese developed game that featured Yasuke as a protagonist. But like no, I brought up the quote and he says that he was never made a samurai by Nobunaga. And like I've seen that brought up a couple of times by different people, and I really wonder if I started that. Um, but yeah, like the reality is that like that should have been pointed out by somebody who actually played Meow, right? Like it shouldn't have taken like someone who didn't play it to like look up a quote and then like use it to shit on people. It's like, wait a minute, I'm running out of lives, really? The fuck? Yeah, I think we're gonna be playing this a couple of times before we get through it. Oops. Well, I guess we got through the first world. Come away. He started a new studio. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's been a year, hasn't it? Yeah. So his non-compete clause is up. Yeah, that's good. Hopefully he produces good shit. Yeah, he should hire Kamiya, and they should just make like I don't know, like gold games or something, and then just do the exact same thing they did with platinum, just without that retard Inaba. Oh, there we go. Holy shit, that was good timing. Oh, and Suda getting together. Oh, that would be amazing. I don't know. I don't know. Suda sold out already. I mean, I guess he could just leave Grasshopper. Yeah, I was wondering, like, we were talking about like all these Japanese developers that were selling out to the Chinese. Nagoshi did it, Suda did it. I was wondering why. And like, doesn't that period coincide with like the time period where like DEI was taking off in Japan? Like around the time like these big Japanese games were starting to go woke. Like, isn't that like very interesting? Like, I really wondered if that was like the mindset for them was to like get away from that shit. Because I've heard that like Japanese kids are way more into like Chinese stuff than they are American stuff these days. And yeah, you can totally see why. And Korean stuff, yeah, like Korean stuff and Chinese stuff and American stuff, and you can totally see why because we don't produce anything good. Well, we do. Like the Codyverse is good, but the Japanese people are not my target audience, and I don't publish in Japanese yet. So, but yeah, like yeah, they're way more into like that kind of stuff than they are Western stuff, and you can see why with like how like Ubisoft butchers their culture and stuff like that. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I need to finish it. I haven't worked on it at all since my vacation ended. It's almost done, but oops, shit. Yeah, I gotta work on that tonight after I end the stream for sure. Yeah, I'll probably spend Saturday working on it, like all night. I hate that about my current work schedule is that I have so much going on that I have to rest up on like my first day off, and then I have to do things on like my second day, and on the third day I have to like just get a week's worth of writing done. Like it's just obnoxious. I'll definitely be very happy when I can retire and I can just work whenever I can. Because I really should be writing every day. Like I would have like an insane output if I could just do that. But I mean already my output's better than most people. Most people's. Oops. Yeah, yeah. So that's Inaba's the reason for that. So he's probably the person who drove Kamiya away. Because like Kamiya like stated that was why he left, was that like Platinum's culture had like changed so much, and I imagine that was why the live service shit. I'm not sure why like Mikami left. I think that was a mistake too, but we'll see. I mean, he said like when he left Capcom that he wanted to focus on like smaller games and uh so like yeah, I don't know. That seems to be his pattern is just like making a company and then just leaving. I mean, he stuck with Tango Gameworks longer than he stuck with Platinum, which is weird to think about because Platinum was way more successful. Like Platinum actually had like some relevancy, but like Tango Gameworks never did. So yeah, Platinum is basically a dead studio now. I don't know if I've like come out and said that, but yeah, they're done. Like we might see like Nintendo like acquire them and like get the good talent. Like I think like I think the gears have already been set. Like the ball has been rolling on that for a long time. I think like they legit have like a plant from Nintendo there now, like preparing them for the acquisition. But yeah, it's gonna be I don't know. They are gonna do it kicking and screaming. They really did not want this to happen. So, uh, yeah, that'd be cool if they could get like Kamiya on board with that when that happens. But I don't know. Yeah, moving away from like live service is like an absolute must. Like nobody wants that. Nobody. Yeah, it's crazy how like we just don't talk about Platinum anymore. Like they were one of the best studios of like the new tens, and they just fell off. Like Bayonetta, and then the Wonderful 101. Like, man, crazy. Crazy to think about. They had so much potential and they just squandered it because we have to develop for PlayStation and Xbox. No, you don't. Like it's shocking to me that they like squandered all their opportunities for success. Like all they had to do was like sell out to Nintendo in like 2014 or so, and they would have been set. But no, they had to do all this stupid bullshit. Like they would have gone under a long time ago if it wasn't for Nier Automata. Like I think that's the only thing that kept them relevant for like the next 5 years. Like Bayonetta 3 might not have gotten made if it wasn't for Nier Automata, actually, which is really weird to think about. But shit. Kind of love those crazy sequences when you can do those. I don't understand how you can just stand on this ball, on this boulder. Ah, shit, again? That was same as I did last time. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like, yeah, basically Monolith Soft is like the Square Enix like equivalent of Platinum, right? Where they left SquareSoft. They weren't even named under SquareSoft. They got acquired by Namco Bandai. They were mistreated, and then like they partnered with Nintendo for Bankaidos, and then they got acquired. And like Monolith Soft understood. This is one of the reasons they say Monolith Soft is based. Monolith Soft understood that Nintendo respected them and what they were trying to do, and actually allowed them and actually made games for their hardware. They didn't do what Platinum did, where they're just like, oh, we make mature games for mature consoles. Like, it just that's just not how this works. So yeah, Monolith Soft is like legit low key one of the most based developers in the industry right now. Like they were involved with like Breath of the Wild, which is one of the best games ever made. Like yeah, like Monolith Soft do not get enough credit for what they did, I think. Um shit, no. You can't jump, you can't turn in midair. You have to use your momentum. Okay. Yeah, Monolith Soft is just amazing what they've been able to do for Nintendo. Um Again, like it's one of the reasons I don't speak badly about them, even when I don't like a lot of their games. They're just a fantastic studio. But yeah, like Platinum didn't do that. They had every opportunity to be successful, and they just like refused it at every turn. Like, oh, we want to be independent, but that's not how this works. Oh, but we can do it. We're Platinum. Like, I don't know. It was just retarded. Like they deserve everything bad that happens to them. Let's be honest. And I like their games more than Monolith Soft too. So this isn't me being a fanboy. I've always liked Platinum more. So it's a shame this happened, but I think emulation is piracy. I don't even think game preservation is an argument because all this stuff is getting re-released now. Like just push for an official re-release of the stuff you want, like right? Like not every game was good back in the day, you know? Like fuck. Yeah, this game is legit really good. Oh fuck! Okay. Fun, I meant to say. Oh, come on, yeah. Yeah, if we die here, we'll have to play through the entire game again. Um, yeah, the preservation thing is just a way to justify it. It's not like genuine at all. Like, that Koopa just explode? Oh, where'd that asshole come from? Oh shit, that was close. Yeah, we need some more lives. We had like 8 at the start of the world, didn't we? And we botched them all. Enough with the rocks. Enough with the rocks. Oh fuck. Okay. Oh wow. Surrounded on all sides, and I pulled through. I'll make it through into you. But what the hell was that? Oh, that's right, they explode. Oh, shit, I forgot. Wow, what the hell was that? Like, I just, damn it, yeah, if I wasn't so careful. What was, wow. Yeah, is there no way to start from, like, the world? And is there no world select? Yeah, we're gonna have to be. Yeah, it's just like old school, like Game Boy shit. Like you are gonna get game overs, and you are gonna start from the beginning, and you're gonna like it. Okay. But yeah, the game is objectively not bad. All the levels have like unique themes. There's a lot of interesting mechanics. Lots of things that can kill you too. Great, memorable music. Yeah, like the narrative that this game hasn't aged well is just a farce. I think probably to downplay its legacy. Oh, there we go. That was perfect. Okay, that worked out for me. I was going for 3, but yeah, I'll take 2. That shit. What's like the downward arrow shit? Like, The 1-2 is not a very long stage, is it? Oh, shit. Yeah, they have to stop the fire of their arrows. I mean, they're all trash, though, right? Like, they all break really, really quickly. Oh, there we go. 2 again. Okay. Yeah, 2 is acceptable. Is 2-1 the Skypop stage, or is it 2-2? Yeah, I think it's like 2-2 and like 4-4. Oh, is this the Game Boy Color version of the game? Yeah, that's right. It has to be, because that's right. I was wondering why it looked weird to me, but yeah, I'm playing the Game Boy Color version. Okay, so that version has like add some some weird colors to it. Okay, how does that work exactly? Like the Game Boy Color adds colors to games that weren't designed to have them. I don't understand exactly how that works. I didn't own an original Game Boy, so I'm actually not familiar with the whole Game Boy versus Game Boy Color distinction. I definitely prefer the color for sure. Like the color is like one of my favorite things ever. So I wish I had one still, but yeah. Game Boy Color. Hello, kiddos. Hello, kiddos. Hello, kiddos. Ah, 2 days off. I've had like 2 days off, and I still haven't gotten my bike chain fixed. I haven't had time, so I'm gonna have to go in the morning and get that done. Like I am livid that I don't have my bike fixed. Like livid that I couldn't ride it today. Wait, Silent Hill 2? I need to get around to finishing that. Like I really need to. That's on my to play list. I played it the other day, but I haven't gotten around to playing it again since. It's really frustrating. I really wanted to finish it, but I'm in that hospital section. Like Silent Hill 2 really is like a masterpiece. Like not just in horror games, but I think like gaming in general. Like it's kind of shocking how much they managed to do in like 2001 or whatever. It might be one of the best games on PS2. Like I really thought that people were overhyping it for a long time, but like no, it really is like quite a bit better than I thought it would be. It really does like live up to the hype, which kind of shocked me. And like I'm not an expert on the game either, so um yeah, it really shouldn't have taken me so long to get through it. I just feel like I don't know. And it took me forever to get into JRPGs, so it might be the same way with horror games. Like it's just not something I grew up with. Like horror, like JRPGs didn't make sense to me like growing up, because I'm just like, wait, you mean I have to grind to get better? Like why can't I just win? That's what I would do in Final Fantasy X. I would just like play smarter to beat the bosses, but that's like not always possible. So like you have to like get stronger. So Final Fantasy X, I would like run from all the battles and then like try to get to the boss and not beat it and like get frustrated and stop for a long time until like and just slowly start gradually playing through it. It's like it's not how you play the game, but okay. I finished MGS before, but like not on Switch. I'm in the process of playing through that on Switch now. Yeah, yeah. I've only beaten it once, so that's definitely one of those games that I would like to play through again. But I'm about halfway through it. I'm fighting the helicopter, the Hind. Yeah, Silent Hill 1 needed a remake way more than 2, I think. Because I played 1 first. I think I put more time into 1 than 2, actually. 1 is not as good as 2, in my opinion, so. What is with these exploding Koopas? Like, driving me nuts. Are they all like that? Yeah, I think they're all like that. Okay, 2-3 is the Sky Pop one. Okay. So I can get through the game pretty easily for like the first 2 worlds, but like it's world 3 where I start struggling. All right. World 4-3 is surely a Sky Pop stage, so we should be able to get through that. So we have like what, like 3. God, no! Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see the contrast between them. I feel like most people who play both prefer Silent Hill, but then like Resident Evil is more appealing to like a general audience. Like you have to put effort into like Silent Hill to like understand it, and that's just not palatable to most people. I mean, most people don't even finish Resident Evil. That's the thing. Is that like most people are just like, oh yeah, let's run around a house full of zombies and get as far as we can, and that's like fun for them. And it actually makes a lot of sense in that way. That like Resident Evil is like weirdly open ended. Like it feels like you can go wherever you want and like do whatever, and then like fight zombies. It's cool. Yeah, I definitely feel like Resident Evil like they always like peak early on, and then like they slowly just get more and more ridiculous. Silent Hill 2, I don't think is structured that way. I was really surprised with how different the environments are and like how much variety you get. Every room feels like a really unique like thing. I've never really like I've never seen anything like put so much detail into something like that. It's just crazy. Like just compare like Silent Hill 2 to like The Last of Us or whatever. Like Silent Hill 2 just does a way better job like creating the mood and the tone and the settings. And like it's very dreamlike, honestly. Like the way characters don't like people don't behave like actual people. It comes off as like really compelling as opposed to like ridiculous. Like I don't know how they do it. Like I would never get away with that. Like it's like people shit on me for my characters all the time. Yeah, I was thinking that I wanted to play Resident Evil 2 remake again. I think I might like do the first one first, and then like do like the original first, and then play through the remake again. I never actually did beat Claire's campaign, so I guess I never beat Resident Evil 2 remake. I beat the Leon campaign, so that's something. I don't know. I'm curious if like Resident Evil is gonna fall off at some point because like it feels like right now there people think that like they're doing really well. Like Capcom, like Square Enix and Ubisoft are going under. Capcom is like doing really well. Like I think the best out of any of like the anti Nintendo third parties. So like I'm really interested in seeing like just how they fall off. Like I'm curious if they'll do anything to alienate their audience. Like, imagine if they like screw up Monster Hunter Rise or something, like making people pay a subscription to play online or something, like they do in Japan. Oops. Did they still do that, or is that like was that a Wii era thing? But yeah, Capcom feels like it really is going to be like the last stand for like the third parties at this point, because like they own so many like the IPs that like the really hardcore like anti Nintendo audiences love. What the fuck? Why am I doing the same thing over and over again? I just wasted like 3 lives. Ah, shit! Yeah, I don't think like anybody who's played both, like nobody would tell you that like the remake is better. Like that's my thing. Like the remake got a lot of props, and I think a lot of it was very undeserved. Like even as someone who's like never played the original, like you can tell that they made the lore changes. Like the game just wasn't as good. Yeah, I've played this level so many times that I saw that coming a mile away. So we have 7 lives. Okay, we got up here. Let's see if we can get like a 1-up. We're pretty far into the game now, so we might not need that many more lives, but you got it. Yes. Okay. Well, we made some of them up. Okay, let's see what 3-3 is like. Okay. I can't imagine the game getting harder than this, so. Are these lava waterfalls in this cave? Like, fuck. In Egypt? Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, the remake. Yeah, I agree. They're remaking the remake. It's going to be interesting seeing plebs try and say the remake of the remake is better than the first remake, when that's obviously not going to happen. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. I've played a little bit of the remake. I really enjoyed it, but yeah, I just got burned out on it. Like, I probably should like try to play it again. I was playing it on PC actually. Fuck. I played that game on so many fucking platforms. I played it on like Xbox Game Pass. I have it on PC. I have the GameCube version. Or is it the Wii version? It might be the Wii version of the GameCube game. It's like so many fucking platforms for this thing. Yeah. Shit. I hate the way the mushrooms fall in this game. It's just so obnoxious. It's crazy when you like how you get absorbed in these old like Game Boy games. It feels like kind of mesmerizing. There's something about like the screen and the. All right. Modern games don't make me feel like this. All right. We got it. You can do it. Yeah, we got it. We made it. The OG RE remakes. Yeah, I agree. Like the GameCube one is the best one. Yeah, for sure. 100,000 points. Ah, damn it. Okay. I was going for the 3, but all right. Okay, 3-3. There's only 4 worlds, so. Oops. Yeah, I think Kirby's Dream Land is better than this, actually. Uh, like the character models are better, the boss fights are better. Yeah, that game was like the most successful Kirby game ever for a long time, which is really interesting to think about. I guess it was a huge hit on Game Boy. What the hell was that? No, that was bullshit. That was straight up Kaizo shit. Like, no. No. Okay, here we are. The hell is this thing? So the boulders were coming from this asshole. I mean, we just call them pseudo games. Okay. All right, we're on World 4. One more world until we save Daisy. Can we do it? Thank you, Mario. So Mario rescues her in this game, and she still goes for Luigi. That's pretty based of her, honestly. Like that she didn't feel obligated to give Mario a relationship just because he rescued her. That's pretty awesome. Oh wow, a Japanese theme level. Wow. But Nintendo is Japanese. Remember a while back when like people were spurging out over like the perceived Asianification of like Nintendo IPs? Like, does anyone remember that? Like, it was part of that whole like JRPGs are bad thing that was going around for a little bit before it became such a meme that people stopped doing it. That's what. So Sarasaland has like Japan, so it's like Japanese Egypt. This is like the most stereotypical Japanese song ever. Is that like bamboo in the background? Okay. Is bamboo even in Japan? These Japanese people not knowing their own culture. Here we go. Is it a panda we're gonna fight up here? Shit. Is that an 8 or a 3? If it's an 8, I think we have plenty of lives left to get through it. Yeah, we just have to beat like this and 4-2, and I think we're good. No shit! Yeah, he calls them punk, yeah. Yeah, I call my stuff Battle Fantasy, for the record. Well, I mean, some of my stuff. Not everything falls under that label, but... Oops. Fuck! Wait, what did I hit? What did I hit? Like... Yeah, why did I not jump up all the way? Oh, they jump back up? So you can't kill the Japanese enemies? Oh, wow. What is with this game? The Koopas explode? Like, I've never known another Mario game where, like, the enemies get back up after you beat them. Well, I guess Koopa Troopers will. Yeah, the explosion... I am not a fan of the exploding shell. That is stupid. That is dumb. I'm going to give the developers a big fat L for that one, because that's just... Really? Like, shells are dangerous enough with, like... Yeah, I guess they couldn't get the kicking animation in the game, which is weird to think about. I mean, I think the sprites are more detailed than they were in... It's weird how the Game Boy versus, like, NES thing works, because, like, they don't have color, but, like, the sprites are just a little bit more detailed. There we go, we got it. Oh, shit, we have 3 lives left. Can we do it? Yeah, street style, yeah. Holy shit, okay, we got it. Okay, we should be good. I'm a Mario game. This is 14. Fuck. Yeah, I haven't played Splatoon since the DLC came out. Yeah, I was very disappointed in Side Order. That came out this year, didn't it? Yeah. I was expecting a lot more from it for sure. Ah, shit. And they put these Koopa Troopas everywhere. Like, you can't stay where you are because of them, because they explode. It's difficult to stay in place with them around. All right. They'll come after you or they'll explode. I hate these fucking Koopa Troopas. Like, I've never heard anyone complain about these explosive Koopas before. There we go. Okay, this is it. Okay, we're good. I think we just had the last stage to go. That took a while to get through. I mean, I haven't played this game in like a decade, so. Ding ding. All right, let's see. It's a Skypop stage, I think. Yep. Oh, this is the Skypop stage. Yeah, I think the other one is a submarine. So are they different vehicles? So you fight Totanga in the shmup stage, which is interesting. Got a one-up. I took a hit at one point. Oops. And the star feels like I'm so used to the new Super Mario Bros. Thing of like the star running out really quickly. So it's weird playing a Mario game and just having like the star actually last a while. Okay. Yeah, Mario Land is one of those games that people were asking for a long time. So I really wonder what's gonna be next. Wait, that's not Totanga? I thought you fought Totanga. He fires chickens at you? Like, really? That's his plan? Okay. There he comes. Okay. Gotta love that Contra logic of having slow bullets from aliens. Okay, well, we saved Daisy. Yeah, that game was not bad. That is not a bad game at all. Oh, Daisy. Daisy, thank you, Mario. Wait a minute. Oh no. Oh no. Luigi gets Mario's sloppy seconds. Oh no. Your quest is over? And they actually leave together? Oh no. It's a joke, but I can see where Game Theory came up with this. I guess Mario like introduced her to Luigi. Yeah, according to fucking MatPat, Mario is banging Daisy in the spaceship right now. Oh wow, it's the Gunpei Yokoi game. Oh wow, interesting. Yokoi. Okay. Yeah, Yokoi oversaw, I think, like quite a few mythologies. Yeah, it's crazy. Imagine what like we would have saw if like Yokoi had been around up until like the 2000s. Like probably we would have gotten a radically different N64 era. His loss might have been a big reason why the N64 didn't. N64 wasn't as successful as it could have been. Maybe. Uh. Oh, hungry. I don't have any food lying around. The Mario plan? Yeah, for sure. The Sky Pop, it's called. Yeah. Yeah, it should come back. The end? Oh wow, I forgot how short the credit sequences are for these older games. And the last credit sequence I sat through was like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 one. So yeah, that was a lot. Had a lot more people working on it. All right. Well, we beat Super Mario Land. How long did that take? I was challenged to beat it under half an hour. It took me longer than that, I'm sure. Oh, really? Okay. 1 hour exactly. Wow, that's embarrassing. I was told that everyone else beat it around like 40 minutes. Uh, okay. I guess we're gonna switch over to the Biomutant then. I probably should get some food ordered because I just realized I don't have anything in the house. Uh, shit. Yeah, I hate how everything is like. There's nothing. Like nothing looks good. Yeah, it was already too late for me, I suppose. Hmm. I hate ordering DoorDash. It's way too expensive. Uh, it's way too fucking expensive. Fuck that. No. Yeah, I'll probably just leave and like go to some place that's open all night or something. Like, damn it. I guess I could just have some tea. Yeah, some bananas here. Yeah, I guess I'll just starve for now. I am not paying that much for what I was gonna order. No, fuck you. I'll go in tomorrow and I'll have it for like $15 less. I have bananas, so I'll just eat the bananas then. Fuck DoorDash. Is my point. Yeah, I don't understand how people can order that shit every day because it's so unbelievably overpriced. Like, I never feel comfortable ordering from them. Ah, this banana's bad. Damn it. Yeah, I can't eat the bananas during the week because I don't have time. Because I'm at home and yeah, it looks like they gone bad while I was away. Shit. Yeah, the stems broke. Yep. So yeah, wasting my money on bananas I didn't have time to eat. By the way, I bought some new AirPods. Uh, yeah, it's dumb. I don't even like doing it. Like, I don't like doing it. There's never an occasion where I want to DoorDash. Like, I'm starving here and I have nothing at home and I still won't do it. So I think I'm at the point now where I'm not gonna do it ever. Okay. Did they like the delivery fee for what I was ordering was free, actually. Like the thing that kicked it up was the tip and the initial price. Oh, by the way, I wanted to experiment with listening to my AirPods on stream. I thought it would be cool if I could like listen to audiobooks while streaming, and I'm not sure if like the sound will pick it up. So let's experiment with that a little bit. I didn't order anything because it was too expensive. I didn't order anything because it was too expensive. Okay, can you hear it? I don't think you can. Okay, can you hear it? Yep, you can. Coolio. Okay, can you hear it? Yep, you can. Yep, I'm gonna listen to audiobooks while streaming from now on. Is DBDR a musician? If he was, he would be smashing a lot more. Like music is the thing to do if you like want to meet women.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world.
Well, that's the most generic
Christ,
setup for a plot I've ever seen in my
in
life.
need of someone strong enough to unite
What's so
them
unusual about
and
it?
bring them all down. This is a story with
Yeah, I wanted some chicken too, but like it
Welcome
was
to
too
Wonder
expensive.
Mutant.
Medium. Yeah, Wendy's is generally way better than most fast food chains.
Encode your
Oh, you
DNA.
can change the character design? Okay, breed. What the hell is he though? They all look terrible.
Define your genetic structure.
What? Okay, this is overly complicated. Okay.
Choose a genetic resistance. Choose your first style.
Why is it a wheel? I don't understand. Not a fan of this character creator. This doesn't make sense. Why is it an orb? I just
Choose your detail color. Mercenary. Dagger. Dagger. Commando. Scythe. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Saboteur. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
yeah, it seems generic to me.
We're already at the crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the prime.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence.
Seems more like you're being lightheaded, if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
Enough with the morality chains. I hate this shit in Western games.
What comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of...
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress. And as soon as
Right is always right. Stories of death from the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Lupin.
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
But I was winning. Yeah. Yeah, not impressed by it for sure.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Okay. Yeah, raccoon. There's a raccoon that keeps getting into my bird feeder. Apparently, he really likes it.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
It's like every other THQ Nordic, like,
Right in its face.
yeah. Ooh.
The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Alexa, set timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
I don't understand why every Western game plays exactly the same. They all have the same weird floaty combat. They all want to have the action RPG mechanics. It's like, ooh. Did they say that? Yeah. I wasn't following this game, the Switch port for this, so yeah, it definitely runs well. Whatever problems it has, it doesn't. That's not one of them. Remember when they said this game couldn't run on Switch? Yeah, yeah. I imagine they don't actually play the game. They just copy paste the review from the other console versions, and then just say the Switch version has worse visuals. Because like it's never actually true in my experience.
Shut.
Why have guns? It feels like guns just unbalance the entire thing. Alexa, stop. Ugh. Trying to have yogurt. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while, is that like it feels like the it feels like people are mostly saying Switch games have bad visuals and that the Switch is underpowered like purely out of sheer force of habit. And not because it's like a genuine like actual observation about what the console is actually like.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw wall should come in handy. Whoa.
The narrator, like it's like a nature documentary.
Out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morgues produce biomatter in their multi-organs that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of
Hmm.
any living being when absorbed, including...
Yeah, I had noticed that. That's what I've been doing too recently. This is a really good example, actually. Um, yeah, it's becoming more common. Yeah, it really does feel like the Xbox and PlayStation brands are done, and PC is gonna go down with it. What's a bio point? Oh. 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 Let's see. Character. Let's see.
You learn faster now.
Oh.
Toxanol built vessels called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Locked. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Oops.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world.
They literally
Their
call the
minerals
tox.
mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space.
This is so like
That's when they made the big
Toxicol. Really? That's what they named their company.
dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it...
Okay, yeah, whatever.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Quite a shock to the system. Let's try that again. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Close encounter. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Every little bit helps. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as outdated. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad.
Why is everything narrated like it's a nature documentary?
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the Unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Way back in the long ago? What is with these?
Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its... You might be right. Like potato. The Nono prefer to hunt. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to... You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the bow. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you...
Why can't I save it?
One day, he... But... Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes,
Yeah, this is boring.
from this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest. He lost you there. The tree started to die when the end of days... The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse, the top... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mecton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the merpuff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the northwest rim. Nocco has tamed the magician and is preparing to take on the roof puff at the end of the east route. Finally, Gook is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the porky puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out-of-Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one that...
Okay, so you go out and fight the world. Whatever.
He's counting on your support. His friend... He wants you to understand that you'll all die. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the...
Okay.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rowboat's strong enough to climb.
Oh.
The Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Oh. Ooh.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Yeah, I think I've seen enough. I'm not impressed. It's just a generic action RPG. It has everything I hate about. I mean, it has furry protagonists, but other than that. Okay. Should we play Final Fantasy X? Yeah, let's get through Xenoblade Chronicles 2. 10? I meant 5, but. I know, right? Like, I just have nothing to say. Like, nothing but contempt for, like, for, for this game. I mean, I'm happy it came to Switch, but yeah, like, the difference in quality between, like, Western and Japanese games cannot be understated. Like, it's insane. The difference in quality between this and, like, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, right? I'm curious if, like, any Western, like, video game developer is, like, influenced by Xenoblade at all. Yeah, that was Biomutant, yeah. Like, why'd they give away the entire plot from the beginning? Like, ooh, it's a post-apocalyptic Earth, ruined by environment. Like, okay, but okay. Oops, I booted the base game. Yeah, I have Cora with me. Okay, let's fuck that up. All right, let's go.
We can do this.
Follow my lead. Indeed. Let us battle together.
Yeah, it got my attention because it kind of reminded me of Redwall and stuff like that. Like, I always like it when Western developers go outside the mold a little bit. So having like a cartoony, like kind of concept, like ooh, like mutated animals, like I like that. But yeah, other than that, it's just the same game they always put out, like the exact same one.
Not to overdo it. Your advice is appreciated, but if I do not push my body, it will only grow weak. But that is precisely why.
Yeah, Yasuke came from the moon, and that's where like he fathered the Japanese people. Yeah,
I said I would push myself.
like he forged the first katana for Moonrock. No, no, not just his first katana, the first one ever made. Excuse me. We got to get like our Japanese history correct.
This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive.
Ugh. Yes. Whew. Look at this environment art. Isn't it gorgeous? You just love the character models. I just
Aren't we intrepid? Aren't we intrepid?
I know, right? They're really exposing themselves with this one. Like my favorite bit is this idea that like the Japanese audience are really excited about this. That's such an obvious cope. It's All right, here we go.
Spoiling for a fight? Happy to oblige.
I'm sure now we'll fight better. I shall hold from line. Ready to unleash an elemental attack. How about something good? Doing well.
Try this on the sides.
You're wide open.
Take wind of healing.
I'm there, Pitchy.
I can feel your Take this. I'll give you a hand.
Got him.
Overconfidence leads to carelessness.
Well, that wasn't it. Home about.
Oh no. It's Malice. Oh no.
Malice enough.
It's all right. Indal's most sacred treasure, the Aegis.
Wait, what?
It is said to be the embodiment of the architect's light, the divine revelations our founder Maldonare received.
Really? Then that's what I will be called too. After all, I am born of divinity, not just some reflection.
You believe yourself so strong.
Don't you?
Your situation doesn't look good. Boltrick is not going to let it go. And you can't hide behind the Praetor forever. That has nothing to do with you. If that were true, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I should probably end the stream because I'm just so tired. I just can't like keep my eyes open. It's weird.
What is this place? It's a very tasty secret. Formerly known only to the Praetor and me. The essence of our Judician forebears, originally salvaged from the bottom of the Cloud Sea.
Yeah, I hate calling it quits so soon, but
Fabled land of Moritha. Moritha? Look. This here display is a diagram of what human
DNA.
cells are made of. And then
discovered by two men in the 50s.
astonishingly alike. Of course. After all, they are descended from humans too. That in and of itself isn't too shocking. But this. It's the same, isn't it?
So the religion of this world knows about DNA.
That's a core crystal. Exactly.
Wow, I'm not sure if I should care.
Blades contain detailed information of all living creatures. Not just that. Have a look at this undeveloped part. That is from a titan. It suggests that this particular piece may one day develop into a titan. Isn't it mind-boggling? A message from the architect, no doubt. From the architect. Indeed, this is just what you were after. I wish to investigate this and learn more of what the architect has in store.
Sorry, I started bleeding and I had to put on a band-aid. Hello.
For this world, and perhaps claim this knowledge for our own.
What's this? The evil, corrupt church using science to advance their causes?
Isn't this in line with your own goals? Well then, I may as well help out.
I know this guy's the bad guy, but I honestly, to this day, have know nothing about him. I completely just zoned out at a certain point. Okay, Lasham Cove.
Always happy to put a smile on people's faces.
Spoiling for a fight.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I'm sure now we'll fight better.
Why is Laura getting wrecked so badly? It's like she has no defense. Why can't I not give her a sword?
I'll give you a hand. Star slash. How about this? Take this.
Power unimaginable. There's no point in like fighting lower level enemies, is there?
Spoiling for a fight. Happy to oblige.
He is supposed to be a blade too. Was she around 500 years ago? I don't think she was. Yeah. So why are they not there? All right. Blade coaching. My favorite Xenoblade? Probably three.
Consider it done.
Oh. I thought we already got that tutorial. She's a nice little girl.
Right. So it was the Cian forces that ravaged this area.
Yes. Many troops remained here with no orders after Malos sank their homeland. We're doing our best to disarm them, but, well, you've seen the village. Sadly, it's happened more than once.
The powers that be bicker among themselves, ignoring the larger danger.
And right now, that is the one thing we cannot afford. I will go take a look. Incidentally, how's Torna been doing?
I'd like to tell you that the people bask in the peace of His Majesty's rule. But I'm afraid that would be a lie.
Same as everywhere else then, yes?
Torna has not escaped Malos's rampage unscathed.
Is that so? Allow me to offer you the Imperial Army's assistance in this time of...
Don't worry about it. This is exactly the reason why Ingol entrusted her to me.
Oh no.
Ah, so you came. The future king of Torna.
Yeah, the future.
Thought to send a messenger.
King, don't joke about it. Rumors like that could cause trouble at home.
I am merely a quester. I hold no such influence.
I quested today, but tomorrow.
Mithra.
The core's color is different. And she's a woman, too. Quite lovely indeed. Malos was all brawn and brutish strength.
You worry?
No, quite the contrary.
That's why the returning hero pacifier of the Borderlands was really just
Never before has a blade broken free and rampaged like this. I can see why Indor would prefer to keep it quiet. They're even wanting support to the militia who Argenta denied it.
and then towards you.
I'm just some prince. Me.
Surely, if you defeat Malos, your cover will be gone.
If indeed. But
But
we're not in it for the glory, are we? When we're done, I'll just plow my fields in peace.
Oh no.
Some of our troops have returned to base, but is something wrong?
They're all reporting something strange.
A marauding group of around mercenaries trying to avoid any attention.
Just remnants. That's strange. There's not much around here for them in the way of paid work or opportunities for looting.
As Your Majesty's command, our men did not engage. We confirmed their bearing, then withdrew.
And where were they going?
The
The
village
village
outskirts.
But why there? There's nothing from Chronicles.
What the?
Oh no.
That's right, Laura. Ugh.
At first I thought to take it. But I'd made it for her, and I'd like her to keep it forever.
So, the bitch is dead. Is she?
Oh no.
Shut up. I had a soft spot for her.
Second looks like Mumcar for the first game.
Guess you learn early days of weapon at least. Big change from a tiny kid trying not to piss herself in fear.
You're... No!
Dude.
God!
Gort.
You remember me? Hair touching.
A face that ugly. I couldn't forget. Trust me, I tried.
A face that ugly.
Harsh.
What do you want? Not that I can't imagine.
I'm here to take back what's mine, kid. But before that, I'll take a bit of time to express my gratitude to you. It ain't gonna be pretty or quick. Then I'll let that blade watch as I cut you into little sticky chunks, just to make sure the last thing he feels is complete despair.
I'll hold them up. You get to the others quickly.
No use. Hayes, he knew about you. He brought no blades, just more mugs.
Exactly. Don't worry. I'm gonna treat you real good before I get to the cutting.
Ah no.
I got it.
Thanks.
You're dead, Drongo! There!
Got him. Oh. 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 Yeah, I think I'm ready to call it a night. Yeah, Laura's come a long way since she was a little girl.
You're starting to piss me off. Oi! Surround them so they don't get away.
My
Hmm.
lady, you have to go.
It's all right. He's here.
Jin. He cut off the other arm too? Oh no.
Enough. What's next then? Right leg? Or the left? Or how about...
Enough. That's enough, Jin.
Oh, come on.
Just leave him. For my sake.
Oh, come on. I don't understand. Okay. Hmm.
So you let him go? Even without his arms, he may cause you more trouble.
I thought he only cut off one arm. Okay.
I didn't want to end it here. He might deserve it, but he did take care of my mother, so...
Hey, what?
Let's go back. I suppose I can bring myself to step foot on this flagship after all.
He took care of her mother. What? Did I miss something? Oh. Ooh.
The hell are you?
Oh.
Stop it!
Looks like that guy from Berserk, like what, the older guy in the God Hand with the glasses and. Oops. Did I take Laura out of my party? What? Yeah. So the only reason she was taken out of the party was for that contrived horse shit. But anyway. There we go.
Work hard enough, and our efforts won't be in vain.
We have a lot more to learn.
I am always learning.
I'm coming along in leaps and bounds.
Got Laura. Yeah, you have a long way to go before. Oh, let's use some pouch items. Let's see, pouch items.
It's an honor and a vivid pleasure.
Okay.
Ah, meat. The ultimate comfort food.
All right, let's go.
What have we got here?
Am I just going back to the cove?
What a pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
What have we got here?
Bridget can't die, right? Whatever. A young Gormati. I love how we just assumed it was a guy. None of this they them shit.
We never turn a blind eye to people.
Yep. Okay. My first adventure.
In troubled times, we help each other. What have we got here?
soundtrack isn't as memorable as like the first Xenoblade. I was thinking how like Gower Plain is like an iconic JRPG theme now. I don't think 2 has like anywhere near the same kind of iconic music. That's just my opinion, though.
Because to me, it seemed like they had you surrounded. Huh? No way! I wiped the floor with them before you could even blink.
We've enough fighting to be getting on with, Mithra. Do we really need this petty rivalry? What have we got here? This takes me back.
Spicy food. Okay, that wasn't quite enough. Okay. Let's see if we can make any more. It's been a while since we cooked anything.
Don't spoil your appetite before I'm done. It came together nicely.
Stitch by stitch, and
Time to roll up the old sleeves.
time to get cooking. I'm kind of excited.
Shall we get started?
Let's see. What aroma do I desire?
Allow me to demonstrate my skill. Does it suit your tastes?
What an incredible feeling.
All credit to my siblings in arms.
I fight for my friends.
I fight for my friends. Not usually, no. I don't really like it. I like tea. And water.
Here we go again.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to end the stream. I might come back on tomorrow night and play some more, but I'm ready to chill.
If I can make my comrades feel at ease, that is more important than vanquishing 100 monsters.
You are a paragon among men, Your Majesty. Precious few would reach the same conclusion as you.
Okay. All right. I'd like to keep playing, but yeah, I've been having fatigue problems. I'm ready for a nap, so. I think it's time to call it quits, so I will see you all next time. Thank you.